The Schechter Institute will host a pre-Shavuot virtual tikkun, or learning session, this coming Sunday, beginning at 7 p.m. Israel time. It's part of Schechter's online lecture series featuring leaders from the Institute. Topics of the talks include the origin of tikkun, art, Shavuot customs, and more. One of the speakers, Rabbi Dr. Reb Mimi Feigelson, spiritual mentor of the Schechter Rabbinical Seminary in Jerusalem, will address the question, who will be standing with you at Sinai? Speaking to reporter Naomi Segal ahead of the event, she underscored how the concept of location extends far beyond the physical, an especially relevant message in these times.
The event is an amazing event. It's an opportunity to sit and to learn, and I want to say, on some level, really recreate the Sinai experience. Because if we think about the totality of the Jewish people coming together to stand at the moment of revelation, and now, because of Corona, we're not actually meeting in our own specific communities, but this online event enables us actually to sit and learn together, regardless of where we are in the world. And I feel in that way, there's a way of being able to really reconnect back to the moment of receiving Torah at Sinai. And then from there, we disperse to the whole world, and now here we are coming back again together. So it's a wonderful gift that actually technology has given us to be able to do this together.
An unexpected one, for sure.
Yes. I think, though, that so much part of our tradition is actually learning how to see the blessing wherever it is that we are, in whatever condition and situation that we're in. Even in the house of mourning, there are blessings that we recite.
Now, tell us a little bit about what you'll be discussing and speaking about.
My particular session is really connected to a mystical tradition in which we're told that how and where we stood at Sinai had an imprint on our soul for what we received, meaning location. And who we stand at Sinai with is an imprint on our soul, and we go through life to a great extent to find the different components of our soul that have been lost and the different qualities of our being and person. So therefore, I really do believe, and this is connected to a teaching of Rabbi Chaim ben Attar, a 17th century mystic and halachist here in Yerushalayim, that specifically says on the pasuk, Ish et achiv, ish et re'o, ish et krovo, our sibling, our brother, our kin. And he says, well, what's the difference between kins and siblings? And there's an element of karov, and he talks about our soul family and our birth family, and about the intimacy that we share with our soul family. And I want to even connect that back to the idea that when we eat the Korban Pesach, if we are not enough members of our family to eat from the Paschal offering, then we embrace Hashcheno HaKarov Elav, our neighbor that is close to us. Again, this word Karov. So who are our Krovi? Who are those that are really our soul connection in the world? And I think we, as I said, we live with multiple families. We have our birth family, we have our intellectual family, we have our soul family, we have our psychological family, and they're not all one of the same, and that's also true. And it's important to be able to identify the uniqueness of each one of these families that incorporate the totality of what we are and who we are as a family member and the multiple families that we belong to. So who you were standing with at Sinai is crucial. I want to say I have this image sometimes. You walk into a room and you fall immediately in love with someone. You feel a connection with them. You can't even explain it. And then there's someone that you walk into that same room, and no matter what they say, somehow it just rubs you off in an uncomfortable way. Even if they give you a compliment, you can't even receive it. And my image is coming back to Sinai, the people that we stood close to at Matan Torah, receiving the Torah. Those are the people that we resonate with multiple lifetimes. We come back again and again in some kind of spiritual cluster together. And those are the people that on a soul level we resonate and we vibrate. We have a mutual vibration, energetic vibration in the world. And that's why when I walk into a room, my soul identifies them immediately, way before my mind, way before my intellect or my consciousness. And the same as the other people, I say, it's not that they weren't at Sinai. We were all there together. But they were on the other side of the mountain. So there was a mountain between us. We never even connected. There were people that were closer than me to the mountain. And I only get to see their back. And there are people that were further away from the mountain. And if I took a moment to turn around and to look around, our eyes met for a moment. So therefore, I remember for myself as well, the same teaching was given over by different teachers, the same words given over by different teachers. And then when I heard it from one teacher, I couldn't find a way to interact with it, to relate to it, to accept it, to take it in. And then years later, I heard another teacher, my teacher, Reb Shlomo Kalbach, and he posed a question. Do you know why Adam and Eve, they share the fruit of the tree of knowledge? I thought, oh my God, he's going to go back to what I heard when I was in 8th grade. And then all of a sudden, his response, just a little bit the same and a little bit different. And all of a sudden, it opened a world for me. So it's really also the messenger, the voice of the messenger, the essence of the messenger. That's the question. And that, I think, is what we are seeking for in life, is to connect to people that reconnect us to a moment when we were whole and complete, when we're told by Chan Yisrael Keneged Ahar, and we stood in position to the mountain. I don't like Keneged as an opposition, but in position to the mountain. And Rashi quotes the Midrash, Ki'ish Echad Belev Echad, is one person with one heart. I think it's not the way we understand it as everyone together, but actually a person being whole and complete in their own being. And for us to be whole and complete in our own being, then we need to connect to those people that allow those parts of ourselves to manifest in the world in the ways that others can't. So who we stand with at Sinai is crucial. I want to say for our well-being, it's crucial for our relationship to the world of Torah. At Sinai, we receive every year in Shavuot, we receive the Torah that we need for the coming year. And that's why I also want to invite people to really sign up for the Zoom, because on the Zoom, we'll be able to see each other's faces. And ironically, the gift this year of learning together in the Tikkun is that normally a traditional Tikkun, people go to a community, they go to a Bet Knesset, they go to a synagogue. And here, actually, we'll have the opportunity to learn in each other's homes. Right? Because when you're sitting with a Zoom, as impersonal on the one hand as it feels, on the other hand, I feel that people are welcoming us into their homes. And that is an amazing gift, to be welcomed into homes, sometimes homes with strangers. But the fact that we're connecting to sit and to learn together means somewhere our souls are connected, because we have decided to allocate these moments of our life that will never return again to sit and to learn together from these specific teachers. And thank God, the lineup for the night of the learning is really a blessed and a gifted opportunity to learn from wonderful teachers. And yet again, our heart can be in Yerushalayim even if our body isn't. And I want to say that, right, the Corona can seclude our bodies, but it can't seclude our minds. It can't seclude our hearts. It can't seclude our soul, and it can't seclude where and from whom we will be receiving Torah. And that's a gift that this evening, this night, Sunday night, has to offer all of us and to hold us together in that way.
Rabbi Dr. Reb Mimi Feigelson. More information on the virtual learning event can be found at the website schechter.edu.